I'm currently a master's student under the plant biology program at Rutgers University. What drew me to the Rutgers plant biology program was my initial experience at Rutgers Cooperative Extension, where I was able to meet other university professors working in different breeding programs. I got into plant breeding through my job experience at Rutgers Cooperative Extension, where I initially started out working on traditional breeding of strawberries. So outside of my master's work, some of my hobbies would be reading, video games, and usually I'll do one activity of sport related. Right now I'm doing rugby. This is the New Jersey Ag Experiment Station greenhouse. It's primarily used to facilitate plant science research. Here we could basically mimic outdoor conditions at any time of the year. As you can tell, there's a lot of lights in here. There's sodium halide lights, and the purpose why we use those in the greenhouse is to actually increase the day length. The type of strawberries we're working with in here are June-bearing strawberries, and they perform best at an 18-hour photo period. This section we're in today is part of the Rutgers strawberry breeding project. This whole section is filled with numerous selections and varieties of strawberries that we use to breed, and then any potential selections that perform well here, we will then propagate and bring outdoors to test later on. So typically I do most of the crossing throughout the winter, and then throughout the spring to fall, I would then be growing out the seeds resulting from the crosses. And then fall, we would then plant those outdoors, and we would evaluate them the next 2 years. If anything's worth keeping, we'll end up bringing it back into the greenhouse to mass produce, multiply, and then trial out at multiple locations. So this is a misting chamber, and this is something we use for more delicate plants, which either come from tissue culture or are coming from runner propagation, where you cut runners from the strawberry plant to propagate new plants from that. This is just one of the many things we gotta do here, is just try to keep the plants clean on top of constantly watering, fertilizing, and spraying the plants in case there's any type of pest or disease issues. With the breeding program here, we do traditional breeding, but with traditional breeding, you select which selection you want to be the female parent, and which one is the male donor, where you would take the pollen from and then pollinate the flower that you select. I'm at Milburn, and I'm a master's student in plant biology.